The sound of splashing and loud laughter jolted me awake one Saturday morning. Confused, I stepped outside and nearly dropped my coffee. A group of teenagers were lounging in my backyard pool as if it were a public water park. At the center of it all was none other than Karen's son, the poster child of entitlement in our neighborhood. I had never given anyone permission to use my pool, but apparently, Karen told her son that community resources were open to him. My jaw clenched. My pool wasn't community property, it was in my private, fenced backyard. I stormed out and told the kids to leave immediately. Most scattered like startled birds, but Karen's son just smirked. My mom said this pool belongs to the HOA, you can't tell me what to do. My patience snapped. I made it crystal clear. He had 5 minutes to leave, or I'd call the cops myself. Instead of backing down, he strutted out and shouted, "I'll be back, and I'll bring people who know the law." The next day, I installed a heavy-duty padlock on my pool gate. Sure enough, less than 24 hours later, Karen's son returned with his friends. They rattled the gate like wild animals before realizing it wouldn't budge. That's when he whipped out his phone and dialed 911, standing there with crossed arms. I listened in disbelief as he told the dispatcher, "The pool I'm supposed to use has been locked by some guy." Minutes later, 2 officers showed up. Karen's son leaped toward them, ranting about illegal locks and HOA property. The officers asked me to explain. I calmly pulled out the deed and property records, proving beyond doubt that the pool was part of my private residence, not some HOA amenity. Karen's son's smug grin melted instantly. One officer turned to him and said, "Son, you just admitted to trespassing. You don't have a right to use someone else's property." His face went pale. The officers gave him a stern warning and let him off easy, but they made it clear that if he set foot in my yard again, charges would follow. Later that evening, Karen herself stormed over, screaming about community spirit. I simply pointed at the patrol car still circling the neighborhood and told her she was welcome to explain her definition of spirit to the officers. She stomped off in silence. From that day on, my pool stayed locked and blissfully free of freeloaders. For more interesting and heart-touching stories, hit the subscribe button now.